Imagine you're standing looking out at a storm. There's a thunder all around you, lightning striking, the thunder claps. There's rain pelting everything that you can see. And it sounds as though the foundation of the building you're in is rocking and will be lifted. The building will literally be lifted and thrown out into the rain, and you'll be left exposed. Then you notice everyone staring at you, wondering why you're so calm and composed when everyone else is fretting and running around like headless chickens. You have a secret. You are a resilient leader. You are able to find the eye of the storm and stand in it. Does that sound like you? So drop me a message and tell me, how do you deal with storms in your life? It sounds impossible, doesn't it? It sounds like the only reaction when there's a horrible storm, whether it's in life and business or even a physical storm, is to start running around helter-skelter trying to find a way to deal with the storm, isn't it? Not so. Resilient leadership is about being that leader in the midst of the storm, being that leader that can be the pillar for others to lean on, to look up to in the times of storms. Because in our lives, in the world of entrepreneurship, there will be storms. The test of true leadership is not when the things are positive. Everybody can be a good leader when things are positive. In times of peace, where there's no struggle, everyone can be a good leader. The test of true leadership is to be able to remain that pillar in the times of storms, be able to weather the storm, be able to remain positive, actually, have a positive outlook, look at everything through the lens of positivity, and inspire those who you lead to rise through, to become stronger in spite of and above the adversity that you may be facing, either as individuals or within a business, as part of a team. Impossible? Not really. Almost every skill. I believe that almost every skill can be learned. This is one of them. Resilient leadership. A resilient leader has a few traits that you need to build on. Those are skills that can be learned. Like I said, looking at life through a positive lens, having a positive perspective on things that happen in life. So you see obstacles, you see those storms, oh my goodness. And the life of an entrepreneur, you have loads of them. You see those storms, not as obstacles, but opportunities. If not for developing your business, for growth. Because when you come out the other side of a storm, you'll always be stronger. You might be battered, like the house the house in my story that you're standing in. It might have some broken windows. It might have some rubbish thrown at it. It might have some leaves, like pots overturned. But the house has stood. So you go around and you think, which are the things that didn't withstand the storm? And you fortify them for next time. You get stronger. It's the same with a resilient leader. You come through adversity stronger, with the skills to lead your team through another storm. How do you develop these traits, you might ask? It's by actually working on them. So we're all humans, we all fail, we have those days. There's some particular traits. Apart from positive outlook, you must be somebody who can inspire and motivate. So you're not emotionally driven where there's a storm. Of course, we go through those times and we've got to be gracious to ourselves, but that's not your core. That's not your core compass, if you like, not your emotions. You would have, being a good leader, if you've been following Moving the Needle Forward and all the other resources we've been sharing with you, you would have been building your business strategy. Establishing a strong foundation in your business is not for when times are good, it's for when the storms come. So you already have that foundation. Now is to see how that foundation works. So you're motivating others through this storm, you're inspiring people, you're leading from a positive outlook, and you come out the other side. Which things worked, which things didn't. And things you practice. With each storm, you get stronger. You become more resilient. You become more aware. You're focused on your goals, your entrepreneur's compass, your mission, your vision, your values. You're focused on those things, and your team knows as well. They see you, they watch you as a pillar, they watch you as the beam, they watch you as the lights that they follow, and they grow with you. You're raising leaders who are also resilient leaders. Next time there's a storm, you can actually sit back and you don't have the people panicking, looking around you, because they know you did it last time, EntrepreMum. I can do it this time too, because you trained me how to do it. You trained me, you taught me what to do by watching you and by doing it with you and by the resources you provided. That's how you become a resilient leader. Now, moving the needle forward this week, that's little action, because everything I've said now will probably sound abstract. And there are skills that may not be tangible. You don't see them immediately. You only see them when something happens. And you suddenly think, oh my goodness, I didn't know I could do that. Because you've been building in the background and those skills are strengthening. Such is the case with resilient leadership, the traits that you need to be a resilient leader, you're building without being aware of it. However, you have to be intentional about building. So my tip, the small action for immediate success in your life and business, moving the needle forward, is my favorite thing: journaling. A simple but powerfully profound way to change your mindset and your life. Because one of the core skills a resilient leader has is a growth mindset. If you didn't catch it, go onto my personal wall and look for, I think it was one of my posts this week. I'll probably, if you're on my group, if you're in the EntrepreMum community, I'll put it in the community so you can actually see the post. Otherwise, if you go onto my personal wall, it was a post this week, I believe Monday, a mindset, talking about a growth mindset. Work on those skills, journal, assess yourself from a place of grace. How did I do as a leader? There was a storm. Did I panic? Did I make my team panic? Did I have to rely on my team for strength? Or could they rely on me? Reflect. Why did I react the way I did? How best could I react? What could I have done differently? Did I panic because we didn't have enough of something? I hadn't learned something? That's usually the case. How can I resolve that? Make a note. Pick just one area. It doesn't have to be overwhelming, but something you can mindfully and intentionally work on, look out for the next time. So just to recap, a resilient leader needs to be one that has a growth mindset. Breaking that down, you look at life through a positive lens, a positive perspective. Does that mean you deny or you live in the river Nile? No. You do not live in denial. No. You're aware of what's going on around you, but they do not determine who you are and how you behave. You look for opportunities to act, to adapt, to pivot if you need to. So the first skill is looking at life through a positive lens. The second one is being focused. You need to have a good business strategy so you can focus on your destination. Where am I going? Where am I going? Where am I going? Yes, there's a storm on this side, but there isn't a storm at my destination. I have to go through the storm to get to my destination. Where am I going? Positive lens, focus. Yes, you've got to be patient. You've got to persevere, because everyone faces storms at every point in life, but you've got to go through them to get through the other side. You can't suddenly decide, I'm giving up. If it were raining around you, oh, I'm not ever going to go out again because it rained today. No, you wait for the rain to stop. You find a way to protect yourself from the rain and go out as soon as the rain stops. Those are the 4 things I've mentioned. But the most important one, the most important skill of a resilient leader is empathy. You've got to be empathetic, because the people you lead may not have the same experience as you do. The people you lead may not have the same emotional build-up that you do. So you've got to be an empathetic leader. So pick any of these 5 areas. My suggestion would be to start with empathy from a place of gratitude, journaling. For the team members who are the most difficult to work with, what do you appreciate about them? Journal it down and work intentionally. make that person your focus? How do I make that person a stronger leader? How do I react more positively the next time something happens and that person doesn't react well? Those are just practical examples I'm giving because they're things I've been through in all my years of leadership, many, many years of leadership. Find a way to make yourself more empathetic. And most people that you work with, because trust yourself, if you've done the right things of interviewing and finding out how the person will fit into your team, you probably didn't make the wrong decision. There might just be something happening with that person at that point in time. It might be personal. It might be something little in your eyes but big in theirs. Be empathetic. Firm boundaries, but empathetic. Lead from a place of grace. Lead yourself and others from a place of grace. I hope this helps you. Send me a message to let me know if I can help you, if I can help you in any way concerning this. And let me know what's that one skill you're working on this week to help you grow into a resilient leader. So next time the storm comes, you'll be standing in the eye of the storm, feet firmly planted, eyes like a captain, focused on the destination, knowing at the other end of this is a proverbial rainbow, but your factual destination. That's it for me, guys. Thank you for joining me today. Chinelo, I'll be here again next week, 1 p.m. UK time, moving the needle forward. And if you'd like to join our lovely community of empowered EntrepreMums, look for our group online. Look for the Facebook group online. It's called EntrepreMums Community for Mums and for Mums US and Mums UK in business. For now, look after yourselves, look after your families, and look after your businesses, growing them for legacy. Bye.